Your boy, he cannot help himself but talk about some more Baker Mayfield. Shout out to the Cleveland Browns fans out there. Like, I like y'all a lot. Like, y'all 1000% honest. Even though sometimes y'all be a little delusional when it comes down to this whole Baker Mayfield and Deshaun Watson situation. But anyway, uh Baker Mayfield recently just spoke on Ya Neva Know Podcast, and he had some very, very interesting words. As you can see by the headline, the Cleveland Browns disrespected him. So in the podcast, he said, "I feel disrespected 100% because I was told one thing and they completely did another. That's what I'm in the middle of right now. I got my taste of it because I've had four different head coaches in 4 years, a bunch of different coordinators. Now, I can respect the aspect of the Cleveland Browns fans out there that be like, man, Baker did so much for us, and all the things that he had to go through the past 4 years with the Cleveland Browns. 2018 had a very, very promising rookie season. 2019 was very, very disappointing. Uh, 2020 got a little better than, excuse me, got to the got took the team to the playoffs. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna underplay that. Took you guys to the playoffs since 2002, and got your first playoff victory since 1994. So then we expecting progression in 2021, and unfortunately, he suffers a shoulder injury, which he stated in the podcast too as well. That did hinder him from being able to perform well with the Cleveland Browns. Now, let's go ahead and call a spade a spade. I strongly believe I haven't seen enough from Baker Mayfield for me to put him in the category of the elite category. Now, one thing that Baker Mayfield needs to understand is the fact that, because we said this in the last time we had this Baker Mayfield conversation, at the end of the day, if you may have felt disrespected, I don't know what the conversation was when that you had with the Cleveland Browns from the time the season ended all the way up until the time where they decided to make that make that trade for Deshaun Watson. But if it was any other quarterback that the Cleveland Browns could have traded for, I could understand you would feel disrespected. But at the end of the day, you have to realize, come on now, if we're gonna sit here and try to weigh the talent level between a Baker Mayfield and a Deshaun Watson, clearly we're gonna go ahead and it's going to Deshaun Watson. So there's no disrespect. At the end of the day, it's a business. You need to understand the aspect of it being a business, and you just gonna have to go out there. If the Cleveland Browns decide to keep you, you're gonna have to go out there and possibly live the role of as a backup, or if you want to go in there and possibly try to compete. I'm not going to sit here and knock you, not try to make an attempt to compete, but that's also an option too as well. Then there's also the possibility that you could be traded. Now the teams that are I would say quarterback needy. Obviously, the Seattle Seahawks are still out there on the table. You still have the Carolina Panthers, even though I have no idea why folks don't want him to be traded to the Carolina Panthers, with Sam Darnold being right there. At the end of the day, the wise man once said, "Competition leads to greater effort." And considering the fact that Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold are from the same draft, I could see him coming in there and competing for a starting job. He has not earned the right to be in a starter off break. He needs to compete, and that we're gonna go from there. But it's very interesting, man. Like, one of the things that was going around the Cleveland Browns organization was the whole aspect of Baker Mayfield being a little bit immature. And and it's clear here. Like, again, there should be nothing to talk about. Let's just go ahead and just push forward with whatever you decided, whatever the Cleveland Browns decided to do with you. I know you wanted to be traded. I'm pretty sure they're working due diligently trying to make that happen because they don't want to have a situation where you and Deshaun Watson are going to be in the building. and we're just gonna go ahead and go from there.
Nah for the bay. Nah for the bay. We don't care what you said. Nah for the bay. Nah for the bay. Nah for the bay. We ain't hearing what you say. Nah for the bay. Fire!